when I close.
After an almost 5-year-long refit, we recently left Marina Chiapas on our fast and cool Trimaran hot sauce. And so far, it has taken us 2,000 nautical miles to beautiful Sea of Cortez and Baja California.
Think that you are no longer with me. What if I said I'm sorry? What if I make a scene? Wouldn't that make you mine again? All I ever need. Didn't I make you laugh? Didn't I make you smile? Didn't I make you feel like you were happy for a while? I know that I've done so many things that let you down, but I hope that you give me one more chance to make you mine. What if I said I'm sorry? What if I said I'm sorry?
In the last episode, we decided to sail away for a week, with all 3 boats here. And of course, 10 knots like always on hot sauce. Did an amazing hike on Isla Partida and had a crazy encounter with thousands and thousands of mobile arrays jumping for hours. And of course, we got to meet the famous sea lions here, who were very playful. Yeah, it's the second morning we woke up here in Ensenada Grande. But yeah, yesterday after the snorkeling trip we did on hot sauce, I anchored here in the next bay where we were before. The other guys had already gotten here earlier. We'll see if we're heading back maybe tomorrow. Still have things to do, so I can't be away from civilization too long. Yeah, it's pretty nice here. You see the background. We're pretty close to the wall here, and anchored in pretty shallow waters, around 5 meters. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, so I think this was our 3rd night here now, and Vaquita have decided they're gonna move. They haven't decided where yet, I think. Either to go back to Bahia Falsa or they go to the other side of this island and then maybe back tomorrow. And that's the same with Roberto. He's relaxing a little bit and then he's gonna decide what he's gonna do. And me, yeah, we'll see what I do. I should head back to La Paz to start working more with the seats, what I'm gonna do about it. You know, the one I'm gonna want to have built on after. So. Beautiful! The spinny is up and flying! It was a while since last time, and the first time solo spinning on hot sauce. just keep on flying. The wind picked up a little bit, it shifted a little bit, so we've been up around 9 knots. And then now it shifts again, I see, so yeah, now it's more downwind again. Alright. Not a super long sail today. Total distance I think is about 15 to 16 miles, nautical miles. Yeah, the wind shifted, I took down the spinnaker, it all just died, and now when I came around the corner it started picking up from northeast, east-northeast, so I'm not sure if Bonanza is gonna be so good right now. Just that I think I have plenty of time, so I mean I might sail up there and just check if the other guys went there or not. I did not go all the way up to Bonanza just to check on if the vaquita was there, but I had maybe 3.5 miles left, but then I gave up. I took a photo and zoomed in. I couldn't see any boats up there, so and then I turned around and headed, and I thought I saw Roberto, so I was starting to head towards him, and it was him, and he was also turning and he was also changing plans, and he was going to Balandra. That might where Nico and Perry is now, we'll see. But yeah, the spinnaker went half good to take down. There's a line still stuck up on my head furler, so I need somebody to hoist me up today so I can get that off, and that's for my sock where the spinnaker is hoisted through. It's not any major things, but I can't roll out my Genoa now because of that, so I'm still doing pretty alright speed. So yeah, that's Balandra behind me, and that's where I asked Roberto where we're gonna go now when I met up with him in this, but they obviously changed their mind again because he's not just passed by. But now he's probably heading back towards Baja Falsa, so I'm doing that as well. I was only going here because going here with some friends, so otherwise I would also come back to Falsa. So well, it's another 4 or 5 miles, see if I can catch up with him. Yeah, I found the guys in Caleta Lobo. It's the like a bay between Balandra and Baja Falsa. So I just saw Roberto turned up there, and I saw vaquita was laying there anchored. So yeah, I'm just heading in there now. Yeah, and we got another trimaran in the anchorage. It's not so common with the trimarans, so it's cool. It's a 35-foot, I think it was a marple. So we went on another hike. I don't think it's gonna be as extreme, but yeah. So we went from Caleta Lobo, where we anchored now, and now we can see down to Balandra, where I've been several times before. Yeah. It has really been awesome spending time with my friends on this trip, but also having them around in the anchorage most of the time. It has really made a difference for me. But of course, I need to continue to see other parts of the sea as well, and I'm getting closer to move on. And of course, one of the reasons to move on as well is to be out of the hurricane zone. Yeah, today is Sunday and we left on Tuesday. Yeah, so we've been away quite some days from Baja Falsa, and the guys you just see here now, Roberto and Rosa, he's just raised his sail and he's gonna sail back to Baja Falsa, and same with Vaquita. Vaquita ripped their Genoa on their way up here, so I saw them replacing. They had a couple of extra head sails, so they replaced that this morning. And one is going in for repair, I guess. But I'm planning to go down to La Paz, actually, the first time. I haven't been there because I have plenty of errands to run and decisions I need to make. So if everything goes as planned, I will head down to La Paz within, I'm gonna leave this anchorage maybe in 10-15 minutes. Yeah, so let's leave Caleta Lobo and head down to La Paz. Yeah, you probably hear it. The engine is running. I have not had the sail out today. It's just like no wind, I would say. It's like 2 knots maybe. So that's how it is. So from Caleta Lobo down to La Paz, I have about 9-10 nautical miles, and I'm I guess a little bit more than halfway right now. So it's just a transportation today I guess. But it's what it is. I'm looking forward to anchor in La Paz. They say there can be some current there, so I need to have that in mind. Yeah, so we are right now in the channel into La Paz. So I think we're gonna anchor around La Paz Marina. We'll see if there's any spots there. It might be full because it's so popular. So this channel here is about 4 miles, I would say, more or less, maybe 3 to 4 miles. And yeah, it's very, very shallow on each side of the channel, so you better follow it. Yeah, I was a little bit afraid when we went out the other day to snorkel with the sea lions. The engine started to go down in revs, in RPM, and I went down quickly and I changed the fuel tank, and then it seemed to be all right again. And today I started with that fuel tank that we ended with, but then I need to check the other fuel tank again, see if I get the same problem. And after about an hour and a half in the middle of the channel, it happens again. And my gosh, I got stressed and I went down, switched it over to the fuel tanks. That was good the other day as well, and so far so good. But I really need to open up my fuel tanks, and I think it might be either some of the seals that is around the inspection hatch that has been falling off, and it's like clogging the fuel pipe or the pickup pipe. So yeah, I need to check that more so I don't get into trouble. Six, 7 days I think I've been here now. Outside La Paz, outside the Malecon, and I came here to do one thing. That was to get started on my seats, and I did some sketches and so on. You know, I went forth and back, and then I started to plan more like, okay, where do I want to go from here now? And that's what I've been spending the last 4 days probably, trying to figure out where I want to go, and I just still haven't decided. So it's just frustrating taking those decisions. I'm late in the season for some routes, and but yeah, no. But the thing is also, I've been here 1 week, and you know, with the current, you swing a lot here. And I don't have a swivel, so it's always good to take up the anchor, and it's nice with a change as well. So I'm heading back to Baja Falsa. We'll see how it will be this evening. But yeah, I give it a shot, and then we'll see if I'm coming back here soon again, or if I go out to the islands. But in the next week, I really need to decide what I want to do. We are on our way to Baja Falsa. And yeah, and I'm in the channel. I mean, I had the Genoa out first, but then sailed for maybe 5 minutes, but then it sort of died down. Went down to like, yeah, it's back to 4 knots now. So yeah, I might pull it out. Yeah, it was back to like, it was down to 2 knots or so. Anyhow, so I want to run the engine as well. I have 2 fuel tanks, and one I have a little bit of a problem with. It might be some kind of gasket or something that's stopping the pickup tube, maybe being, yeah, so there might be something around the pickup tube that disturbed the pickup of the diesel on one of the tanks. The good thing is I can switch between the tanks. It's a pain really to open up the inspection hatch, because I have all the connections on that one, and it's very a lot of tension on a lot of especially the big filling hose.